Hey there, it's me, Yavana, and I help you, the business owner, put systems in place so you can scale faster. Welcome to the show again. Yet again, I'm here doing my thing. So thank you so much for tuning in. In this episode, we will talk about typical habits that stop many businesses from progressing to the next level. And do you think you're someone who's trying to break these bad habits in their business or maybe in their life? I find that the longer I'm in business, the more I accumulate bad habits. And, this makes me fall into my comfort zone and I end up procrastinating. And procrastination to me feels as if I'm wearing a straitjacket, completely conscious and capable of achieving my very important tasks, but for some strange reason, I can't bring myself to physically execute them. If this is where you are currently in your business, then this episode is for you. Check it out. I came across this awesome blog post by Mike Michalowicz, who is the author and creator of Profit First, a book designed to transform your business, as he says, from a cash-eating monster to a money-making machine. So if you haven't read this book, then do yourself a favor and do grab a copy. I highly recommend it. It's also a bit quirky and funny, which I love about what Mike Michalowicz is like. So this is where the inspiration comes from for this show. And this show is all about breaking bad habits, not really profits. So let's get to it. I wanted to share my top 10 quotes from this blog post about how business owners can rid themselves of their bad habits. There are many more quotes in this blog post, so I'll put it in the show notes for you to read them. For now, I'm just sharing the ones I actually liked and resonated with the most. So here's the top 10 quotes, and I'm just going to read them out for you because it may be easier for me. So here it is. Number one, I like how he has phrased this, don't do it yourself. So if you have that acronym for do it yourself, DIY, this is DDIY, don't do it yourself. And, this is something that's all of the entrepreneurs, and I'm guilty of it myself, is that, we try to do everything ourselves, we go it alone. And when it comes down to determining your top 3 revenue producing activities, then you focus on them and you delegate the rest. That's as easy as that. But it's really hard to get at that strength to delegate. Sometimes you just forget. But it's a good one to remember. So keep that one, DDIY. I like that acronym. Easy to remember. Keep that for next time you feel like you're doing way too much than you're supposed to. The number 2 quote is what our bad habit is that we never take a break. And yes, we can get so into the work and we sometimes stretch them into evenings and weekends, and we just don't even plan to have time off. And I basically decided to travel last year for 10 months, working and traveling. And what I've realized is that although it was fun to do that and take a break, I was actually not enjoying it because I was working probably 40 to 50 hours a week instead of actually taking a break. So I had to remind myself that if I'm in Romania, that I could take a break for 4 days and go and visit, the Dracula's castle, in a small city called Brasov, which is a very, very cute village you should definitely visit. But as soon as I took that 4-day break and came back, I was so energized, and I did not have that feeling of burnout that I experienced while traveling and working. So definitely a good reminder, take a break and just book a holiday if you haven't had one in a while. Number 3, we're all focused on making money. So it is very easy as an entrepreneur to focus on how to make money and how to make more of it. While money is important, we often lose that focus on why we are in business in the first place. So, we become all work and no play. So that is a bit sad when you think about why you actually decided to go on this journey, why you're putting yourself through the process. It's not easy running a business. So if you've decided to do this for, the freedom aspect, then, let's start working on the why. And that's a good reminder. So the number 4 in this blog post I've really love, this is my number 4, is piling up on yes, it says. So, I'm guilty of this. Sometimes in the beginning, you seem to say yes to everyone, and you can just pile it up with all new projects and promises. And then you get so overwhelmed that you actually dislike these tasks or projects or people. And, it's really hard to say no sometimes, but it's a skill we have to learn. We have to say no to a lot of projects, and we have to be not afraid of people actually not liking us. So we don't have to please everybody. I think it's just once I've created some systems in my business, my time was easy. Like for me, I found it really easy to manage my time and to stay focused on goals and projects. So I'm now only saying yes to proposals for partnerships that actually align with my business goals. Number 5, someday is not a day of the week. This is all about procrastination. And you know what? I still I have to catch myself procrastinating all the time. And my to-do list always keeps growing, and I keep pushing things aside. No matter what I'm doing, I have Trello, I have lots of different project management tools, and the more important tasks, I seem to always ignore them. So the more you procrastinate on small and big decisions, Michael McCalloy says, the bigger the monster you will have to face eventually. So this is so true, and most people will just end up hating their business even more. So let's stop procrastinating if we can. Number 6, second-guessing decisions. Second-guessing one's decision is by far the one worst habit that leads an entrepreneur to not only hate their business, but will create an undercurrent of inner tension and misery within oneself. So this is exactly what it says in this article. And I'm going to read this because I really love how it's phrased. The next point is second-guessing limits our creativity and joy as business owners and keeps us feeling stuck. So this is something we need to always remember. Second-guessing is not good for us. It doesn't lead to a happier life. Number 7, failing to create systems. Oh, this is so important. I created systems from day one. As soon as I knew what the repetitive tasks were in the business, that was number 1 thing I had to do. And we just, some business owners that we meet here at Bumper Leads, they fail to create processes and procedures, and they end up doing a lot of tasks themselves they could easily outsource. And whether that system is about you hiring someone else to do those tasks or actually using technology, it's same. It's just another way of you offloading, boring tasks or things that are not generating revenue, which you can, really end up burning out and, feeling that frustrated if you didn't have all those systems in place. So definitely a must-have for any business. Number 8, not taking vacations. Again, vacations must be on my mind because I keep repeating this. But the travel that I did last year, it took 10 months. We went through Southeast Asia, Thailand, Vietnam, Malaysia. Then we went to Turkey. We went to Bucharest, Romania. We went to Serbia, Greece, Athens, Chicago, and New York and New Zealand. So there's a lot of countries. I moved a lot. And you know what? It's definitely great to be in a new environment, to learn new languages, to learn new cultures. And most of the time I was actually working, and then the weekends were just exploring. And that was good enough for me. When we came back, I kind of missed the routine. We came back home. So I'm recording this in Melbourne, Australia, which is our home. And I am now getting itchy feet to go back and go on a vacation. It's only been 6 months since I got back. So it's very important to go on a bit of a holiday and take a break. Number 9, what you feed grows. Never feed your regrets. I like this. This is really good. I might actually read the whole paragraph. This one is something that I always come back to. Life and all its suckiness or greatness is dependent on what you feed, meaning where you invest your thoughts, time, money, and energy. You can feed your regrets and be miserable, or you can feed your successes, your serendipitous, how do you say this? Serendipitous moments. I don't know how to pronounce this. And your happiness, and watch them grow. Where your thoughts, heart, and energy are is where your happiness lies. Dwell upon the good things that happen, not the bad. Now, I might have to go back to Google and see how to pronounce this word. You don't really say that every day, and with my accent, I sometimes go, if I pronounce this, it's going to be so funny for people. When you're listening, they're going, Ivana, it's easy, just say serendipitous. No, it's not. I can't even pronounce it. I don't know if I'll edit this, but we'll see. Maybe I'll leave it. I don't know. If it makes you laugh, I'll leave it. Number 10, listening to the naysayers. Okay, so we gotta stop doing that. We gotta stop listening to naysayers. And there's a lot of people who are just negative, and they're just they may be jealous of your success, or they may be just envious. But a lot of the times, you can fall into the trap of listening to them, and just don't stick your head in a hole, as Mike McCallowitz says, but rather choose your advisors wisely. Number 11, the way you do one thing. Okay, so the one thing is, 11. Did I say 11? Should be top 10. Someone said, and I agree, that the way you do one thing is how you do everything. The worst thing I can imagine a business owner doing that will make them hate their business is being a procrastinator. It will affect every aspect of the business. This is so true. So that's why maybe I have inserted more than 10 because I love this one about procrastination. So this is just the tips that I came across on the blog post, because I think it summarizes everything that a lot of business owners are going through, and that whenever you're feeling like things are not working out, you're hating your business, and you just want to quit, I would probably go and look up these. I would say you're not alone, because all of us feel that way. Sometimes things don't go all as planned, and we tend to be on an emotional roller coaster as business owners. So sometimes just take a break. I think that's what I've learned, is that we take a break and stop procrastinating if we want to move forward. So it seems as though I cannot count, because I have given you more than 10 quotes. Or maybe I have delivered. Lucky, I'm only going to charge you for 10. Well, this is the end of the show, my friends. If you've enjoyed this episode and want to hear more, please subscribe to this podcast, and you can follow me on any social media. I'm everywhere except Snapchat. Maybe I should check that out, and I'll go and Google that word that I cannot pronounce for some reason. You can also check out the show notes if you're interested in reading rather than listening. And the show notes are actually on my website, so you can just go to www.bumperleads.com. And that's it for now. Chat later.